What's going on, everyone? So, Los Angeles Lakers at times can be very frustrating, right? Chicago game is a great example. Talk about it all the time. Lakers love to seem to play to their competition. And it's been something that has been an issue the last several years, right? Where they just, the third quarters, not closing quarters strong, right? And then again, just playing to the competition. They play a team like Chicago, and they look like one of the worst teams in the league. Right? Just stumbling all over themselves, doing everything they can to lose the game. Right? But then they'll go and they'll play a team like Memphis and Houston, two teams that are fighting for the playoffs. Houston has been one of the hottest teams in the league the last 2-3 weeks, right? Like just 2 seed in the Western Conference, right? Have been very good all season long, and then handle business, right? Beat Memphis on the road, right? Like you just kind of go down the list of these games, and and other big spots, right? Denver and some of these teams where it's like, hey, Lakers really need to get this done. Lakers really need to get this win. And to their credit, they have, right? We have seen in past seasons, like the Clippers game, where we had a chance to get the 6th seed. You beat the Clippers, right? And now you're in sole possession of the 6th seed, and the Lakers would have gotten the 6th seed if they handled business. They didn't. They lose, right? Then they had another big game. They lost, right? But this year, to their credit, when the big games have came up, and there have been several throughout this season where it's like, hey, this is really big for tiebreakers, right? The most recent Denver game, and the most recent Minnesota game, and you have some of these games that have been sprinkled throughout the season, and then also recently with the Houston Rockets and the Memphis Grizzlies, again, 2 huge games that have implications for both sides that are very important, very impactful. And the Lakers have been the ones that have came out ahead every time. The Lakers have dominated the Western Conference. I mean, they have like an incredible, their issue has been the Eastern Conference, which is weird, right? They've basically handled the West. These are all good things heading into the playoffs, right? Like what bodes confidence getting into the postseason? Lakers have shown up for every big game, and they've dominated the Western Conference. It's a good sign, because guess who you have to go through to get to the NBA Finals? Western Conference teams and the tough teams that you've done a good job of handling all season long, right? Where we've seen in past seasons, the Lakers not do that. And the Lakers have continuously fallen in big spots. And, they've had moments where, unless it was the Pelicans, who we just seem to own every year, right? Because 2 straight years we had to beat them to get into the play-in and all that stuff. We did it each time, right? Last year we beat them literally twice in like a 2-day span, right? To get into the playoffs. But we've seen the last few seasons, like, big game against Denver. We need this win to not make the, to stay out of the play, and boom, lose it. Clippers. If we beat the Clippers, we have sole control over the 6th seed. Otherwise, we fall to the 9th seed, right? This is a huge game and just get blitzed and ran out, right? Like, we've seen it so much the last few seasons. But this year, the Lakers have done a very good job of, hey, we're here. Important game. Everyone, we got to lock in, got to be focused. And I think it's a combination of things, right? I think because it happened even back when Anthony Davis was, on this roster and on this team. You had things like, big games, big moments, key matchups that you needed to come out ahead on. And the Lakers did, right? And I think part of it is, you have your stars, LeBron and AD were big in those moments. Now you have LeBron and Luka. Luka's been big in some of those moments, right? Like the Denver games in particular. He was great in those games that we won, right? And then, you look at the coaching staff, different coaching staff, better prepared, right? Better at just like the little nuance stuff, the little, the adjustments and changes that you want from this team. Like you just kind of go down the list of all these things. Better role players, right? Like Dorian Finney-Smith has been so huge for us. Gabe Vincent has been everything that we had hoped he would be when we signed him, right? You have Jared Vanderbilt, who's healthy. Yes, he's playing limited minutes, but he's playing it in spots that have been really good, right? And he's getting you, like, he played like 9 minutes and had 6, 7 rebounds. No, yeah, 6, 7 rebounds, something like that, in like 9 minutes, and like 4 of them were offensive rebounds, stuff like. Jordan Goodwin has been a great hit, right? Like you have these little, these guys that have just been gems for us and have really kind of helped. And Austin Reaves is back to being Austin Reaves that he was, 2 seasons ago. Actually better, right? Because he's more experienced. You're seeing him. He's more comfortable out there, right? So like you kind of just take all these little things, put them together, and it's like, wow, like the Lakers might have something here. Again, I've maintained all season long. Like I think the Lakers have always had a puncher's chance, even with Anthony Davis. Now with Luka, I believe that they actually, as soon as the Luka trade happened, I was like, hey, I think that they have about as good of a chance as they've had in, since probably 2021, where they had the best record and they were the best team until injuries started to happen and Schroeder got COVID and all that stuff, right? But I was just like, yeah, like I think Lakers are a top 5 to at worst top 6 or 7 seed. Right? I think they're a true contender. I think there is a genuine argument they're a top 5 team. They've beaten every team that they needed to beat in order to, and they'll probably finish bare minimum top 4, right? Like, and that's with a superstar trade in the middle of the season and, essentially 3 iterations of this team all see. Like, there's just a lot of context that matters and is important. Man, it's just been really great to see the Lakers. There's more confidence. Again, there's not a team in the league that I look at and go, yeah, Lakers they have no shot at beating them, right? Like, there's just not. Every team I look at, I'm like, I mean, hey, Lakers can pull it off. Now, that doesn't mean, like, that I would, like, lock it in. Like, oh, that's it. Put the house on it. Like, no. Like, as much as I think that there are arguments for the Lakers to beat anybody, I think you can make the same arguments for all those teams to beat the Lakers. At the end of the day, for me, it's I trust Luka and LeBron to be transcending enough to where you're going to at least make it to the second round. I could see them getting you out of the second round, get to the conference finals, and then Austin Reaves being great. If LeBron and Luka can be transcending and Austin Reaves can be great, right, then I think the Lakers at least make the conference finals, right? But you also need the role guys and everything. There's so many dominoes that have to fall into place for you to actually get to an NBA championship. But I've also said that if they make the finals, I actually think the Lakers win the championship no matter who they play. Because I just think LeBron James is going to he's going to look around and he's going to go, I'm 40 years old in year 22 in the NBA finals. I might never be here again. Right? Even if we retool and build a super team in the offseason, stuff happens, right? And I think you see him just turn that clock back. I think he just turns that dial back, and you're going to look up and you're going to see a very different LeBron James in that finals. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with my points? Disagree with my points? You kind of mixed in the middle? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.